Sporting Lagos played their third game in the NPFL and they drew 0-0 to Doma United. A very disappointing result actually, but yet Sporting Lagos are yet to concede a goal this season. That's impressive for a team that just joined the NPFL. I'm not going to be talking alone, but this time we're changing things up. We have the red corner and the blue corner for today because we have a very interesting topic which is going to really excite you guys. I'm certain about that. But before that, this show is sponsored by Access Bank, Johnny Rockets, and Sporting Lagos as well. So the red corner is a man who is despicable with words, and is someone who is very clean in terms of delivering his point. Is Adetayo Adeshola. Adetayo, please, a round of applause for him.
Let's go! Let's go, Tinyanis, let's go!
You know when I do this with fine men, they are always particular about where they sit down because I can. Why did you sit down here? Sorry, tell everyone.
This is my angle.
Let me tell you the truth. I've never ever said let me sit down somewhere because of my angle. But fine man, what's good man?
I'm good, man.
Have you been?
Yeah, not bad. I mean, I was here, I think, maybe a month ago, right?
Yeah.
So it's good to be here.
When you get called back for something, it means you did something else.
I know you called me because I'm a Liverpool fan. Don't worry.
All right, second up, weighing 110 pounds is the man from the blue corner. Is the man we say wow every time we see him. A round of applause for Timmy. Madman.
Bob.
What's good, bro?
I'm good, man. The wrong corner.
Why is this the wrong corner?
That's my angle now. That's my zone.
All right. So just before we start talking about angles, what we're going to do is it's an international break and it gives us the opportunity to talk about general things. And the thing I would like us to talk about now is, to both of you, who has been that peculiar player that stood out for you in the top 5 leagues? I know I didn't prep you guys because I wanted you to speak on the spot. So, which player has impressed you the most so far?
Well, that's a tough question, really. I'll go with Gordon in Newcastle. Really.
Why not?
Yeah, because I see him and I'm like, this guy, when I first watched him against Liverpool, I was like, this guy is playing. I thought Arnold was making him look like prime Mbappe. But, as I've seen other games, I think he has really stepped up to the plate. No one in Newcastle is thinking about for Newcastle to take the next step. They need to get like a blockbuster left winger. So I think he jumps because his move from Everton to Newcastle was a little bit like this guy was a little bit too expensive.
True.
But I think he has lived up to the plate. He played well against PSG. He has energy, skillful. I don't know if he's going to be at the top for long, but still, for the first couple of games this season, I think he has been the most impressive for me.
Interesting. Timmy, how about it?
So it depends. The top 5 leagues. Wait, top 5 leagues. France is France there.
Yeah, you can ask me.
Because there's this guy, I can't remember his name. This striker is African. That's been scoring.
Oh, that's not fun.
Is it German? Sergio Gurasi, that's the one.
Oh, really?
But
What country?
It's been
He's Guinean.
yeah.
He's been
so
good. See,
impressive.
the group of deaths in the AFCON actually.
He's been so good. He's been popping goals. This is his name we've been saying. I think he's the highest goal scorer so far. Just
How many goals now?
Maybe
13 goals in 7 games. He's broken Lewandowski's record.
But you know that German league is easy, though.
Come on.
See, when people say this, I'm going to ask you. So we saw Alan come from there. So just because there's some bad eggs.
Yeah, don't use Haaland.
You got eggs at wingers now.
Yeah, you can't use Haaland because Haaland gets the best.
Aubameyang got a very good season last now. He won the Golden Boot.
No. I'm not saying. I'm not trying to say the German league is substandard.
The saying is washed.
I'm saying it's easy to score goals there.
Why?
Just because of the way they defend, I think. All of them play high. They don't sit back. I don't feel like there are various footballing styles. I think all of them play pretty much the same way. But if you come to the Premier League now, you see that various teams have various identities. It's more physical. Even the Spanish league is a little bit more technical as well. But if they laugh this boy, Why don't you agree though?
I mean, because
I think there was it last season. Nkunku was top scorer. I'm sorry. I don't need to insult him. I don't need to
Okay,
insult him.
guys.
Come
No,
on.
I mean, we had a season where Anelka was the highest goal scorer with 18 goals in Premier League. Does that mean Premier League goals? I'm just saying, no, Anelka is good. No, it was good. But I'm just saying, like, it doesn't. Nkunku was on fire now.
That German league is. See Havertz too. Havertz too was the shit there.
Please, let's move on. We're ready for this.
So, Jimmy, you need to tell us why you don't agree.
So, because I mean, I've been watching the Bundesliga, you understand, quite recently, and I've seen how, I mean, Xabi Alonso, what he's done with his team, you understand. I've seen proper football, like that goes against the normal technical, direct, learning football ways. Do you understand? I've seen more creativity in the way they play. Do you understand? And I've even as low as Bayern, I've seen Bayern play. Sane has been incredible. You understand? I've seen it's different style of football. So I mean, I had the mentality too initially that there was just a particular way the teams in Germany play. You just have the technical, I learned to ball. These are we play simple things. But no, I've seen the teams they're evolving. I mean, but you don't worry, we'll get used to it. You see.
All right. So, Sergio Guirassy and Anthony Gordon, do you feel you should pick someone else?
No,
Does that go on? It's foul. It's foul.
No, but the guy don't impress. He has stepped up now.
Is he better than Boniface this year?
No, he's not. But it's his kid. Let's let him.
Yeah,
So are you guys? So you know when we get to the main, you know how he picks. You know how he picks.
All right. So, Tim, I'm coming to you. Tayo, you didn't come for the game yesterday. Let's talk Sporting Lagos a bit.
Right.
What did you see in that game? It was disappointing. There's just one man that's really lifting Sporting Lagos fans to it at the moment, and it's the goalkeeper.
Spider-Man.
3 games, 3 clean sheets.
Score Spider-Man.
He scored Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
So what exactly did we get as football?
You see, I just really think these are just steps to build on. You understand? It's our first season in the MPFL.
Yeah.
We've not conceded, right? Do you understand? I mean, thanks to the goalkeeper, like you said. I've seen we didn't really have chances yesterday, but I saw people put in more work. You understand? Like Lukosa, like we said, he didn't do his I see him just relaxing sometimes. But yesterday, you see, he felt this was where he could get his first goal. You understand? Where he was hustling. He tried to just make moves, attack. But the midfield was still quite not what I thought it could be. You understand? I was impressed. We missed. There were some cutbacks we missed too, and some things like that. We actually almost lost that game, to be fair, and that's the saddest part. You understand? That's the saddest part. The fact that we almost lost, not even the fact that we drew. Because if we went in, that would have been so away. All respect to Doma United. But it should have been a short 3-pointer for us. But like I said, we're still probably moving in the right direction. We'll see how we go from there.
You spoke about the midfield, so I want to go to our first man in the audience, the stats man, like we call him now. You want to talk about? I know you have a couple of reservations about the Coach Paul and that midfield talk, but be honest, what are your thoughts on Coach Paul generally, and what did you see from that game that made you feel like it's not your cup of tea?
So I'll be totally honest, right? Prior to the start of the show, we're having a conversation regarding the coach Paul. I personally think that we can do better than. I don't want anybody to lose their job, obviously, but I think we can actually do better than that. With the style of play that I saw yesterday, with the amount of effort that TSL has put into building Sporting Lagos, with the amount of effort and money that the Sporting Lagos owners have put in, I don't think we should settle for it's okay, because the dream or the goal is to actually finish in win the MPFL, go to CAF. With the style of play yesterday, we are not going to do anything in CAF if we get to CAF. Yesterday when I was watching the game, I felt like there were opportunities for us to play through the middle sometimes. 9 out of 10 times we're playing through the flanks, and the quality of the crosses were, with all due respect, bullshit. The quality of crosses were bullshit. We don't have enough. At least General Lukosa was not tall enough to actually fight for aerial balls in the final third. So honestly, and even with the movement of the players, there was a time towards the end of the game, I was like, my heart was in my mouth, because it was a corner kick that we had, and then it was one defender, our defender, and their striker. And that was it. We're so lucky. If that guy had already gotten the goal, I'm sure he would have outpaced our defender, and that would have been a goal. There's so much reliance on Christian that Christian cannot be the only guy. I feel personally that the style of play should improve, can improve. I know this is the first time we are in the MPFL, but that's not an excuse because we are acting like this is the Premier League where you are saying championship division compared to the Premier League. That's not the level of disparity we are talking about. NNL and MPFL, to be honest, the gap is not much. To be honest, both levels, teams in both levels, it's not like they are playing one crazy football. There's not much difference in my opinion. I feel if the players are better drilled, better tactics are used, don't always just try to go through the flanks because you don't have the technicality. There were some times where you actually even went through the middle yesterday and we almost scored. So why didn't we do more of that? I'm so confused. To the extent that even people that were actually even watching in the stands were better coaches than Coach Paul. I'm so sorry. I don't want anybody losing their judge. I'm a Sporting Lagos fan. We can do better. That's basically what I'm saying. We can do better than Coach Paul.
All right. I'm happy you attested to the fact that this is first season in the MPFL. I mean, there are a lot of people that want to answer reply to you. So let's give them that chance. Let's start with Modolua.
I'm passing the mic to.
Is this working? Okay. Yeah. So first of all, let me start by saying something. Coach Paul is good. Coach Paul is good, but he has problems like every other bad coach in the world. Let me start from there. So I think okay. So if you had followed us from last season, there are a few things you would have noticed, and what you saw yesterday will not entirely surprise you because you have known that a few things were missing. I think it's trying to adjust to do a new setup that is trying to fit in the new guys he got. First of all, that number 8 that plays in the midfield, I keep forgetting his name. Chinedu Ferry, yes. He's relatively new to the setup, and I think he's trying to integrate him, and he loves review also. But the main problem is that midfield, in my opinion, because there's the profiles they have there don't balance each other well. We have Henry as a DM who is not the best passer or the best progressor of the ball, and we have Jorginho wannabe Oferi, and then we have review who is review, energy man up and down. So I don't think the profiles complement themselves. He's trying to still figure it out, and I think that will be something we'll get later. But as of now, yesterday's game is the worst game we played this season, in my opinion. The first game came to the first game, we have seen something totally different. We had more control, we actually played like we had a plan, and we actually got the better chances. We missed like 8 big chances by our account. Bamiji Okun missed like 3. Saturday Okun, my mistake. Apologies for that. Missed like 3 while Jonathan missed his own fair chance to them. We ended up scoring 2 goals too. So yesterday's team was not our starting team. There were a few things moved around.
It was an experiment.
Exactly, it was an experiment. And was unfortunate that I could not change back to our starting team because we lost 2 players in the first half and were forced to use our subs. So I understand that wasn't our best display. Coach Paul is good actually.
Thank you very much. I think that's a more. Is there any other? Sorry, Tayo, I know you think Coach Paul is good. Is there anybody other person that doesn't think Coach Paul is good? David, do you think Coach Paul is good? I think it's good. All right.
I think it's good to take us to CAF Champions League.
Total likes numbers, so I'll just give him an assignment regarding numbers. Total likes numbers, and I'll just give him another assignment concerning numbers. I'll need Todd's list. Well, okay, so we have 4 teams that traditionally go for CAF Champions League, and I think 1 team that tries to go for the CAF Confederation Cup. So that's 5 teams in the league. I need Todd to list 4 teams that play better football than Sporting Lagos. You will not find. In Nigeria, you will not find. When it comes to actual gameplay, moving the ball around, having options, whether via the middle or down the flanks, interplay and whatnot. It's not a secret. It's not hidden. It's something many Nigerian followers of Nigerian football and reporters have said. that it's really just one club, Remo Stars, who are supreme to us when it comes to how we play the ball.
Yeah.
Yes, there could be a few games where we have off players. Like the last person just mentioned, we had I think 2 injuries early in the match for 30th minute. We had 2 newcomers in the team, Apesiri and Godwin Odibo. We had Junior Lokosa, who is just trying to find his footing in the team. That was his first start for Sporting Lagos, apart from in the NS8. I don't even think he started in the NS8. So like these are things that are being integrated into the team. If you give Coach Paul the same team he came up from the NNL with, players who have known each other very well, who have played with each other very well for a long time, come on, we play almost any team out of the park. That's what I was just like.
Let's take the first break.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be outside. But just a quick
Yeah, we have just a
what you
couple
said.
of minutes.
Just
for
one
questions.
last thing.
Alright.
So, Tayo, you were talking about the fact that I should list 4 teams. The truth of the matter is this, right? We have gone past the era of, I'm not asking for a trend setter. These things are things that are done in other leagues. You can't be using the NPFL, a mediocre league, right now, with all due respect, as a benchmark. There are other teams, there are other countries, like in South Africa, they play good football in South Africa. There are other teams in Africa that they play good football. Those are the benchmarks that we should be using, and not the NPFL. Sporting Lagos has put in too much effort, too much money. TSL has put in too much effort in building the fan base. We cannot accept anything lower than superiority.
Alright, my own take on Coach Paul, I think he's a good coach.
Okay.
Do I think he's the best coach for Sporting Lagos going forward, as in taking us as far as the CAF championship? No. Because going from this, the 3 games we've had so far in the NPFL, we've not really seen him use the people that we are used to, not like we are used to, but the best teams. And you want to, I can understand what Ashobo is saying by his gameplay. His gameplay is quite good because you see the combinations, the passing combinations, and you're like, okay, this is what a team should play. But if you don't use your best players in the team, then you are just as good as your players. And
One of the best players is not currently using.
all right, so I've noticed we've not been using Vincent. I wonder why. In this last game, for some reason, we just had some players that were on the bench that could have started giving their form. People like Barbie, Jonathan.
Yeah.
I think Okon maybe should have started if Jonathan did not start.
Okay.
People like Odafi, they are not injured, so I wonder why those people did not start.
Okay.
And you want to question what is the coach thinking. You would have the best sequence of play, but if you don't use your best players to play that, then you can look at that as a coach relapse or coach problem. And that's why I think he's not so much the best.
All right, because of time, I mean, great opinions everywhere. Okay, let me not say great, but you're entitled to your opinion. Timmy, just to wrap up that conversation, do you think that being a bit harsh, because this is someone who's pushed us to the NPFL, but it is true at the same time that not everybody is meant to stick to this time with you. People are meant for different parts of their life, different roles. Do you think Paul has done his role, or do you feel this guy has been a bit harsh?
You see something about fan reaction is you're never too harsh, really. You understand? Because at the end, you probably see the truth, and you know if this person was right or not. I mean, it happens even in the big leagues. You understand? People bring you from relegation and they sack them half season. You understand? It doesn't mean, and when they sack them half season, you see. I'm a Chelsea fan. See that they sack this one, and we are doing well after this person goes. It could be a bounce, it could be anything, but eventually, something is justified. You understand? It's just like with what I've heard, it's just like maybe Eddie Howe in Newcastle. It might be the man to take them Champions League, but it might never be the man to win it for them. You understand? Yeah. They have the players, they have everything. But as time goes on, we will know. And time will tell. Right?
I guess we'll know. But about that game, let me just give a reaction. I think Paul set up in a way, he tried to change things up because one, how do you have two strikers starting and none of them have scored a goal this season? something needs to happen. He needed to do something to show that we cannot continue playing like this. You guys cannot continue playing for not scoring goals. I'm putting you in the pitch to score goals. You're not scoring goals. What am I going to do? That's what he did. But he was unlucky that two of the players that would have been key to that system got off injured.